Welcome back to the Vocabulary Builder series, where you grow your English topic by topic. Today's lesson is all about business vocabulary. We'll explore a professional passage using 20 key business words, practice with interactive activities, and check your understanding with a full answer key. Here's what you'll learn in today's lesson. 20 important business English words, grouped by topic. We'll practice together with mini quizzes and interactive activities. By the end, you'll feel much more confident using business vocabulary in real situations. Let's start with our first group, company structure. Our first word is corporation. A corporation is a large company or group of companies. For example, Apple is a multinational corporation. The next word is subsidiary. A subsidiary is a company that is controlled by another company. Example: Instagram is a subsidiary of Meta. Then, shareholder. A shareholder is a person or group that owns shares in a company. For example, shareholders vote on company policies. Next, we have board of directors. This is a group of people elected to make decisions for a company. Example: the board of directors hired a new CEO. Finally, in this group, we have merger. A merger is when two companies join together to form one. For example, the merger created the world's largest airline. Let's check your understanding. Match the word to the definition. A company controlled by another company. People who make decisions for a company. A person who owns shares. When two companies join. A large company or group. Pause the video and write your answers. Great job! Our next group is finance and money. First word: revenue. Revenue is the money a company earns from selling goods or services. Example: the company's revenue increased last year. Profit is our next word. Profit is the money left after all expenses are paid. For example, their profit grew by 10%. While investment means money put into a business to make more money. For example, she made a big investment in tech stocks. Asset is something valuable owned by a business. Example: their main asset is their office building. And finally, liability is money a business owes to others. Example: paying off liabilities is important for a healthy company. Time for another quiz. Fill in the blank with the correct word. The company's blank was over $1 million. They bought a new building as an blank. After paying costs, their blank was small. Their biggest blank is a bank loan. She made an blank in a new startup. Pause the video and try to answer. Type your answers in the comments if you like. Let's move on to people and jobs. Our first word is entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who starts and runs a business. Example: Elon Musk is a famous entrepreneur. Next, executive. An executive is a person with senior management responsibilities. Example: she's a top executive at the firm. And the word manager means someone who supervises employees. For example, the manager leads the sales team. An employee is a person who works for a company. Example: the company has over 200 employees. Finally, freelancer. A freelancer is a self-employed person who works for different companies. For example, he works as a freelance graphic designer. Now let's look at business actions you'll often hear in meetings or at work. Our first word here is negotiate. To negotiate means to discuss and agree on something, often a deal or a contract. For example, they negotiated a new contract. Next is deadline. A deadline is the latest time by which something must be completed. Example: the deadline is next Friday. Meeting deadlines is very important in business. Then, we have target market. This is the specific group of people that a product or service is aimed at. For example, teens are their target market. Think about: who is the target market for your favorite brand? Let's talk about strategy. A strategy is a plan to achieve a goal or solve a problem. For example, their strategy is to expand online. Every business needs a clear strategy. Finally, contract. A contract is a written agreement between people or companies. Example: they signed a contract with a supplier. Always read a contract carefully before you sign. Time for your last quiz. Choose the correct word to complete each sentence. We need a new blank to reach more customers. The blank for this project is Monday. The company blank a deal with another business. They signed a blank last week. Their blank is young adults. Pause the video and fill in the blanks. Share your answers in the comments if you'd like. Great job! Let's review what we've learned today. Can you remember at least 3 words from each group? Write your favorite new business word in the comments, and try using it in your own sentence. Practicing like this is the best way to make new vocabulary stick. Let's get speaking. Here's an activity. Pair up with a friend or imagine a conversation between a manager and a freelancer. Discuss a project, negotiate a deadline, and mention words like investment, profit, or contract. For example, you can say, "As a freelancer, I need to review the contract details and make sure the deadline is realistic for both parties." Try practicing out loud. This will help you get ready for real-life business situations and exams. Ready for some writing practice? Try this. Find a recent news article about a company merger or investment. Summarize the main points using as many business vocabulary words from today's lesson as possible. Or, write a short paragraph with your opinion. Do you think being an entrepreneur is more challenging than being an employee? Use at least 3 of today's vocabulary words in your answer. Practicing your writing is fantastic for exam prep and real-world English. You can download today's business vocabulary worksheet, including the full reading passage, all activities, and the answer key, using the free link in the video description. Every lesson in this series comes with its own worksheet, so you can practice, check your answers, and track your progress. If you want to build your English vocabulary even faster, check out my Ultimate Vocabulary Builder Notion template at www.SparkSkyTech.com. It's packed with topic-by-topic vocabulary, practice activities, and progress trackers, perfect for learners, teachers, and exam takers. And don't forget, like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. Share your answers, questions, and favorite words in the comments below. Thanks for learning with me. See you in the next lesson.